So just to run through the drivers we have this evening, we have Anchor Nicky, Bo F1, Zwoof, Grim, Big Bad Buddha, Simi, Savage, Stoner, John, Slacky, Miguel, Gamble, Clonk, Makeb, Bass, Portma, Martin, Efren and Peter. So we have 19 races this evening. Everyone's in the pit at the moment, so everyone's readying up. They're all going to be going through their setups at this moment in time. It looks like Renault's coming out, and looks like one of the Force Indias is coming out. So everyone's coming out at the moment. Let's see who we've got out on the track. So there's the Force India. Force India Savage at the moment. He comes into turns 1, 2 and 3, coming out of them as he leads up on the straight into turns 4, 5 and 6. This is a sharp left, right, followed then by the hairpin on turn 6. They come up. Now the important one here is turn 7, 8, 9 and 10, so we've got that wicked weaving through, so the guys really need to slow down in this corner and then speed up. Build up the speed, it's very, very difficult. And it comes down into the last chicane there. 13, 14, into 15, 16, final turn of 17 as it comes into the straight. There we go, so we're going up for these qualifying back now. Everyone more or less is out. For the drivers, we have Slacky, Miguel M5, Gamble in the Renault, Bronk, his teammate in the Renault. We then have Mike in the Force India, Portma in the McLaren, and we have the Toro Rosso there of Martin, Efren in the other McLaren. He's not out as yet. We're going with Anchor Nicky. Just really so carefully when they're going around this flat chicane. Nice wide. They really have to be so careful as they go in, especially with the speed, the way they hit the curves. It's not easy. Come down turn 12 now, into 13, 14. 15, 16 and 17 as it comes down 17 and comes up onto the straight. So we have a time already set now from Savage of 1:16. And we now have a number of the drivers who come in with their time. So 1:16 is the lead time there with Savage. We then have 1:17 with Gamble, Slacky, and Nicky on 1:18, Makeb and Plonk on 1:19, Portma on 1:20. We've got another one coming in now with Gamble from the cross, and that 1:17. So the guys are really starting to hot up now as we go into this Q1. We've got another 3.5 minutes to go on Q1, so it's very important the guys get out there, get their track times down, so obviously they can go through into the Q2 there. Let's scroll through the drivers. We have the Renault there of Plonk coming through the last chicane as it comes up to the straight. Then we have the Mercedes beautiful machine coming round. Portmer helping its teammate there coming round. We're not seeing the best of the times at the moment, 120, so they really need to bring that down and see what they can do. We've only got coming up to 2.5 minutes left of this qualifying, so it's going to be interesting to see who actually gets through there. We have the Red Bull of Bo, not actually done the timers yet, so he really needs to get escape time on this. He's only on his out lap at this moment in time. Zwoof and Grimm still in the pits. I don't know if they're going to be coming out. Buddha's having a problem there. Looks like he's pulling over to one side on the backs. And here we have John in the F1. He's on his out lap now. Savage is just pitted. Gamble is still out. And let's stay with Gamble now as he comes up into the turn 7, 8 and 9. So these are the critical ones. So this is really where the race can be won and lost. Important to get the right angles as coming across. Hit those rumble strips. Open it up. Oh, dearie me, what happened there? He completely missed it. Went straight into the runoff. So let's go with the mass now. Slacky. This is coming up to first turn 4, 5 and 6. There's 4. Lovely turn 5 there. 6 is coming up behind the Red Bull there. Not too sure who's out in front of him, but it's Bo or Bass. Coming up to turns 4, 5, 6 now. He leads into that sweeping, rolling corners there of 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see Bass really dominating these corners here as he goes straight through. That's having a little bit of a grip issue there. Okay, so as it stands at this moment in time, we still have Savage holding the top lap time there at 116. Bass is following behind on 117.1. Sorry, Bo's on 117.1 with Bass on 117.6. So both of the Red Bull drivers there doing very well as expected. Nicky now coming through with the Williams. Should be better that time. Oh, John, sorry, John we got there. He hasn't better than time. Let's go Clomp, Porter, Marquette. Here goes Singing on the backs. See what we want to do there. Okay, so let's go with Anthony here. Well, Anthony, sorry, doing the Ferrari. He's really coming up now to turns 1, 2, 3. Should be okay, it's close to the moment. Time comes up to turn 4, 5 and 6. There's 4, 5 and the dog leg there of 6 leading into the short straight into turn 7. See how this Ferrari goes here on turn 7, 8 and 9. Nice and tight in there. 8, 9, really rolling it through there. Smooth drivers will just roll through there, so really very nice to do. Really going through there, so Ferrari's setting the paces now. Let's see if we can better that time to 119. It comes round now into turn 17. He showed the second off it, so he's certainly getting there. So we've got another 7-8 minutes now running. We do have a new faster lap time now, set by Bo F1, which is a 1:16.9:05. So literally hundredths of a second between him and Savage at this moment in time. So the drivers are now split. The Savage is sticking there with his 1:16. So at the moment it's looking like front runners would be Bo, Savage and Bass, followed by Stoner. That's our top four there. Let's say go Portman to his open lap. Let's see what he can do here as he comes up to turns 4, 5, 6. He's quit out. He's quit out there. So Mercedes McLaren there has quit out. Changing gears, he's going fourth there. Can't quite tell what he's got, engine issues. No, it looks okay. Oh dear. Looks like we've got a Sauber coming off the track there behind. The older Toro Rosso now of Martin. Probably a little bit inside cockpit action here. It was up to turns 4, 5 and 6. Sorry, not 4, 5. Yep. 4, 5 and 6. Turn 6. There through 7, 8 and 9, up to 10, 11. It goes down that short straight there, really ramping it down to turn 12. And we still have oh dear, he just didn't make it there on turn 16 and went straight into the barrier. He's not going to be happy with that. He's taken off his front inside wheel there. Let's hope that the garage can get that repaired before the actual start. It's going to be a push. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's go with Grim now as he on his out lap. Turns 7, 9, through to 10, 11. So we still have the same top 4 drivers standing at this moment in time. Mercedes. They're testing the gears, trying to get the grip of the car. or is he just simply spilt his coffee and trying to wipe it up? I really don't know. Yellow lights flashing there, somebody's caution there because the pump's coming through the back chicane there. Coming down the straight now, approaching turns 4, 5. Smoothly to turn 6 there, accelerating up towards turn 7. Let's watch him now through these double S bends. I'm obviously looking to try and move up here. 119. Where he's pushing moment, we could be looking at a 118, possibly a 117. Let's see what he comes out with. And we have indeed 9. So he's improved by about 3/4 of a second there. So he'll be happy with that. He's jumped up 2 places. So time remaining now. So as the last drivers come in now, trying to see if they can better their positions. Grim now. It's coming up to the last chicane now before the last corner into the straight. The Grim was on a 118, he really needs to improve on that. And he's finishing, still stating the same. So everyone has run now. So let's go through the times. We have Bo in the lead at the moment with a 116.805. UF Savage with a 116.977, Bass with a 117.706, Stoner with a 117.756. So those are our top 4 drivers there. So let's get ourselves all ready for start. Drivers now getting their car set up, ready for the start of the actual race itself. Obviously we've got a lovely long straight there as we approach turn 1, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens in turn 1, 2. If there's going to be any trouble, it's certainly going to be in those first 2. pits, getting ready for the formation there. Let's run through the standings. You have Red Bulls 1 and 3 with Bo F1 in 1, Bass in 3, Force India, Savage in 2, McLaren, Honda McLaren of Stoner in 4, and the Haas of Slacky in 5. Everyone's running ultra soft. We've got Stoner running with the super soft. Is he going to be looking to pit a bit early or later? Super soft is like to be running later. So all the drivers readying up now. So we've reduced our drivers, unfortunately, from 19 down to 14. So 5 drivers have, by the looks of it, dropped out there. So all the drivers now coming out for the formation lap. So Anko Nicky keen to get out there, he's going to have to drop back a bit for his good positions. So, apologies on the commentary there. We've finished Q1, we're now going to go to Q2. So we are doing 3 full qualifying sessions for this race this evening. A great opportunity for some of the drivers there to obviously improve on their standings, which is why we have the top 14 drivers into Q2. We haven't lost 5 drivers, we do still have a full track of 19. So we've got Stoner already setting the opening lap now for the 119. We know that's not the top speed or the top lap time that we can actually achieve this evening. So obviously I'm just nearly getting pretty much warmed up at this stage at this moment in time.
Okay, so here we are now into Q2. We've already got some time set there with Stoner on the 118. Sorry, 119. As I said, we know we can do better on those times. We're starting to get some rain coming down now. This is really going to make this race interesting, and we're starting to qualify. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it's not going to last too long, because if we're looking at a wet race, this is going to completely alter. So the drivers coming in now for their intermediates, possibly, or just to see how the rain goes. They can still obviously run on the slicks when it is on the damp side, just makes it a little bit slippery. Okay, it looks like this rain's here to stay. This an expert on the wet, so let's see how he actually does at this moment in time. He's still on his ultra softs. It's just way too slippery. See him there sliding around that turn there. It's really brought reduced the speed right down. He's just not getting the grip on it there. The track is getting far too wet. Driver, I think, apart from Bassett's out at the moment. Staying out. Let's go with Bass. Oh dear, Force India there's had a bit of a slip into turn one. Sorry, apologies, that was actually turn 7 there. Okay, so let's go with Buddha. He's actually gone on to the intermediates that stands at this moment in time. Just trying to get some heat in those tyres. Comes out turn 6, approaching now to turn 7. now that he's running on these. This will be the benchmark. Time 17 now. And he hasn't bet his time on that one. Let's go with Bass. So Bass now coming up to turn 7. Moment. Let's see if he betters his time. Obviously, when we're looking from dry to wet, we are going to be looking at a difference of 5 to 6 seconds on the track time, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Still running on there. Let's see if we've got any other runners at the moment. Let's go back with the Haas now. It's definitely got the heat in those tyres now. Coming to 17. Let's see what we've got here at the Haas. We'll join now Bass as it comes up to the back double S's. Turn 7 to 11. Better this time now. Comes out of turn 16. Ooh, 17. Opens her up. Slacky wisely staying in the pit there with his time of 1:19. Stoner still in the lead as well. So these guys obviously aren't going to be coming out right now. They have no need to. Anchor Nicky, I think, is pretty safe there as well, with Bo F1 safe and Savage. So we've got the top 5 drivers there, managed to get out on this Q2 session before the rain started to come down. So they've set some reasonable times there. Okay, with John F1 now. So this is the man who's supposedly the wet driver. Let's see what he can do here as he's coming through those last S turns, coming through turn 11. He's got a good time stance at the moment, 1:21, but he really needs to try and improve on that so he can move up the grid. 16, sweeping into 17 there, and start finish straight. Let's see what he's got. Ooh, 1:21 still. He hasn't bettered that time, so he's still on 1:21. Okay, we're now in the Sauber. Simi coming up to the last chicanes there. 14 into 15. Into turn 16 now. He's going to slide it nicely out of there. Oh, he's going into the pits, so he's not going to make a time on that one. Let's go with Bass. Bass really is trying to push this car because he really needs to get that position back now. He's in 14th position as it stands at this moment in time. So he really does need to improve on this time. Doesn't want to be stuck in 14. That said though, if we're going to have a wet race, it might not be a bad starting position. Let everyone fight it out in front. As he comes down the straight now. So let's watch him through this chicane now. You can see the water just streaming off those tyres. So the other problem we're going to have obviously in the race is going to be visibility as well. So it comes through turn 16, smoothly through there, sliding slightly around to 17. And here he comes now. And there we have, session is over. This has really mixed things up now. So we now have Stoner on 118, Slacky on a 119.5, Anchor Nicky on a 120.0, Bo on a 120. So this has really moved the standings around now. Let's see what happens in Q3. Everyone's going to be going out. So we've got the top 10 drivers there. Stoner, Slacky, Anchor Nicky, Bo, Savage, Zwoof, Mike Ebb. So this rain is really coming down now. It hasn't stopped. It's got even worse. So we're going to see everybody going out in the wet, if they go out at all, because so they need to certainly set some times. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens on here. Okay, so we've got the Red Bull coming out first. Let's go with the Red Bull, first driver out. Let's have a look at that spray there. Oh, this spray is bad. This track is absolutely soaking now. So super concentration for the drivers there. They're on full wet. Super concentration now on this. Feel the car slipping out from underneath them as they're going in the corner, so they really have to concentrate on keeping the control of that throttle, but also maintaining the speed so they've got the downforce on there. So gently through those corners there, really watching it. Keep your eye on the back of the car as you see it start to slide out there. So let's see, this is the time that we're going to be looking at. This is going to be the benchmark time now. As it comes up for his flying lap. Nice into turn one there. Onto the curve there on turn 2 and 3 as he opens it up now. He'll be in the DRS zone. Really got nice control there. He's got some good heat in the tyres, so he's got a nice bit of grip there. Normally they'd be taking this at 6th or 7th, so you can see that they're actually taking it a lot easier, obviously, in these wet conditions. see what he comes in at. Okay, so there we have a 1:31. This is the benchmark time. One followed by Bow on a 1:31.065. We then have a 1:32. Maikev, Anka Nicky, and the Honda McLaren there coming in. 1:32. Force India there, Maikev, 1:32. Swoop there in a Ferrari, 1:34. So we can see the conditions have definitely got a lot worse from Q2 now. The question is this going to be maintained through the race? We're going to see these conditions throughout the race. It's very unpredictable here in Mexico. It could well be that we might well see some sunshine coming through. We've heard through on the weather reports that these clouds are looking to break within the next 35 to 40 minutes. So there is the possibility that we might have a dry window, and if so, then we're going to be looking probably around a lap 25 to 30 that it might look for a change there. A lot of cars out on the track at the moment. Everyone trying to keep in the line. Oh dear, Renault came off there. So Klomp unfortunately coming off the track there. Let's watch the Force India now with Savage. He hasn't actually set a time as yet, so let's go in car with him. So he's coming up to the last turns now, 15. Into turn 16 now. Let's see what that Force India can do. Just really having issues with Brook there. So Savage neatly moved up to 5th position there on a 1:31. So John F1 has pitted. We have Maikev fitted. Zwoof in the Ferrari pitted. So Slacky in the Haas at the moment, holding 1st position there with that 1:30.295. He's coming up on these back S-bends now. Holding that car nice and tight, taking it nice and easy. Let's see if we can improve on this time. Comes into turn 16. Starts to lay the power down. You can see the car start to slip out. Oh, he's going in. He's going in. He's happy with his lap, so he's happy. He's gone in. We've got all the drivers coming in now. Stoner's the only one that's out at the moment. Let's see if he can improve on his time. No. We've got Portman now coming up. So Portman coming up to line. Let's see if he can improve on his time. He's going into the pits as well. We've now got the Force India of Savage coming through. Quite an aggressive drive with Savage, so let's see what he can actually do. He's going into the pits as well. So everyone's pitting at the moment. We still have the Maikev out in the Force India. Let's see what he's doing. Oh, he's got to do his outlaps coming in there. And he's through turn 6 there. So he's down the short straight to turn 7. Sorry, turn 4, I apologise. So he's got 4, 5 and 6 now. Comes into dog leg on 6. You can see as they start to lay that power down, the cars just start to slide out from underneath them. This is going to be the test really now, is on this double S bends as he comes around the back from turn 7 to 11. Holding a good line there. Taking good cornering speed. You can see the car slightly starting to pull out there as they put the foot down. It's turn 15 now. He's coming to turn 16. I think this could be a good lap. I think we could see him jump in a couple of places on this. Let's see how he goes. So he wasn't on 132.89. And he hasn't done it. He hasn't done it. Let's go now with Klomp in the Renault as he comes into the end chicane there of turns 13, 14, 15. Into 16 now as he comes in. 16. Opening up, is he going to pit? Yes, he is. So let's go out now with Zwoof in the Ferrari. So Bass there unfortunately got caught out in that Q2. So that's really opened up now the front runners. He's obviously not going to be happy with being in 14th, but Zwoof is really pushing this Ferrari. Oh, and here comes 16. Zwoof really needs to improve on this time. Let's see what he can do now. Let's see what he's going to deliver. And he stays the same. Is he going out? He's going on. This is it now. Oh, this is it. This is the one. Let's see what this Ferrari can do now. Hit the curbs hard there. He's hitting those curbs hard. Sliding the back out there as he turns in turn 5. Turn 6 now, he's taking it nice and easy on turn 7. Oh, he's coming off the track now, he's come off the track. Let's watch Slacky now as he's coming out, seeing if he can better that time that he's already set. Oh dear. Anchor Nicky in the other Ferrari there has been having issues as well by the looks of it. So we've got a yellow flag there. Let's watch Slacky now. And he hasn't bettered this time. Bo now on a 130.3, so he's starting to move up. He's still in second position. We're literally looking at, you know, hundredths of a second here. I think it's about half a hundredth of a second difference between Slacky and Bo as it stands at this moment in time. And then the same difference again between Bo and Stoner. So the top 3 there. Top 4 with John as well. As I said, John obviously pretty good in the wet there. We can see he's moved up to 4th position. So those drivers are all very, very tight indeed. But it's all going to be on that turn 1. That's where it's all going to happen. Stoner now, let's see what he can do. Oh, and John has taken the lead of 129. The man is flying. Oh, and Savage has taken it back with a 129.267. Fantastic driving there for the drivers. Force India there, Mike having a few issues. Bumping to Renault, let's see what he can do now. He's still one. Everyone's done now, so really happening there. John's pulled up into second place there in the Williams. So, who suffered from this? Well, definitely Red Bull have suffered from this. The rain has not helped them at all. Bo F1 is obviously in third place, but Bass, the other Red Bull driver, certainly got caught out by that water coming down in Q2 there. So this has really mixed things up. The interesting thing here is that we've got the top 4 drivers driving with intermediates. So what are they going to go out on the race with? Are they going to go intermediates or are they going to go wet? Looks like the rain certainly eased off a little, but that said, let's see what happens. So let's run them through the standings. We have Savage in the Force India in first position, John F1 in the Williams in second, Bo F1 in the Red Bull in third, Portmer in the Mercedes in fourth, Slacky in the Haas in fifth, Stoner in the McLaren in sixth, followed by his teammate Ankonicki in seventh, Klomp in the Renault in eighth, Mykeb in the Force India in ninth, and Zwoof in the Ferrari in 10th. Let's have a look at the rest of the racers now and the runners. So it looks like the rain's cleared up. So certainly the qualifying has made its mark here. So we're going to be looking at a dry race. There are those that are going to say that this was out of position. Oh, yeah. So they're coming out for the formation lap now. So let's run through our runners. So we have the Force India there, Savage, who'll be in first position, followed by the Williams of John F1. Behind him will be the Red Bull of Bo, followed by the Mercedes McLaren Air of Portmer. We're going to have Slacky in the Haas in 5th position, Stoner in the Honda McLaren in 6th position, Ankonicki his teammate in 7th, Klomp in the Renault is the first of the Renault drivers there in 8th position, Mykeb in the second Force India there in 9th, Zwoof in the Ferrari, so Ferrari really not doing too well at this moment in time, front runner there in 10th position. His teammate in 11th. Alba is in 12th. Buddha in the second Haas in 13th. Bass completely out of position there in 14th. And then we've got the Toro Rosso there of Martin in 15th. Followed by the by the Mercedes of Belfront in 16th. And the other Toro Rosso driver Miguel in 17th. Gamble in the second Renault in 18th, and Peter hasn't actually come out, so not too sure what's happening there. We'll actually be out racing on now. So let's go now with our number 1 position as they come up now for the formation on the start-finish grid. Okay, so they're lining up on the grid now. Now the one to watch here is undoubtedly going to be Savage and John into that turn 1. But Bo is going to be looking to take them, so everyone's looking to really get in that front in the first corner here. We also have the Mercedes there of Portmer in 4th. So here we go now, all the drivers readying up. So get ready now. And they're off. Here we go now. As they're coming up to this first corner now, you can see the 3 cars there, 3 abreast. They ain't going to go into that corner. And the Red Bull moving in now. Red Bull's moving in, 2nd place. Williams maintaining. Oh, and the Williams and the McGowan. Oh, and they're clenching there. But the Red Bull and the Force India are away. So Savage has maintained that lead. Bo's coming up now to compete against him. They're really pushing these guys. You can see the fight there. It's 1st and 2nd place. This is where it's going to tell. This is where it's going to tell. It's on this back corners here, these back corners, 7 to 11. They haven't got the full heat in their tyres yet, so they're still going to be sliding around. They're not going to be able to put all the traction down. Okay, so we've got Grimm has moved up into 7th position there, and Stone has moved down into 8th. Stone's now moved up, Mike has moved up, Sue's moved up, so who's come out? So let's run through our drivers there. John unfortunately didn't come out too well on that first set of corners there, he's dropped down to 4th position. Anchor Nicky now in 5th. Slacky maintaining the 6th position there, Stoner in 7th, Mike Evans in 2nd, Force India in 8th, so he's done really well there. So I'll go through the position changes on that first one. So 1 and 2 maintain positions. Sorry, 1 maintains position. Bo's moved up position. Portman's moved up position. John drops 2 positions. Anchor Nicky moves up 2. Slacky down 1. Stoner down 1. Mike Ebb up 1. So Bass has already started to move up now. So he's moved up from 14th to 11th. So we're going to see him coming through undoubtedly pretty soon. Majority of everyone running on the ultra softs there, the top 2 drivers on the super soft. So could they be looking for a longer stint out there? Let's get back to our drivers now as we run through Ferrari there. So he's moved up 4 positions already in the first 3 laps. So he's really trying to charge through this this field now. Got the gap opening up between Savage and Bo to 2 seconds. And Portman another 2 seconds behind him. John F1 is really staying in the competition there with just half a second gap between himself and Portman. Let's go in car with John. He's got a nice close racing here with Portman. Obviously DRS is going to be activated fairly soon, so once it is, DRS zone. He's within DRS. So this is really important into turns 1, 2, 3 here. Oh, it's just he's taking into turn 3 and he just can't quite make it. Coming up to the second DRS zone. He's dropped back now. He's under a second, over a second now. Slack is right behind John there. This is really close racing as they're coming into those back corners now from 7 through to 11. John's on that back straight there, so he's now moved up to the 4th position. This Haas is really performing well. When we look at the Haas, they are running with the Ferrari engine, but they are supposedly the B team to Ferrari, and unfortunately Ferrari just really aren't having to pull it together for this GP. Back with Bo in 2nd position now, but he's still nearly 2 seconds. He's brought the gap down a little bit, but he's still looking at roughly 2 seconds on there. Watch Savage in the Force India. Let's go into the back runners now. And Bass has dropped right back now to 17th. I think that's should be because he's actually he hasn't stopped, so he had an issue there. So he definitely had an issue there. We don't know what that was. Hopefully we'll be able to find out. So Bass has dropped right back down again. So he's on the back of that Toro Rosso there. See if he tries to make a move through the chicane here. Okay, he's definitely got the gap down, so we're probably going to be looking at a DRS move here on the straight into turn 1. He's got the space there. Let's see what this Toro Rosso can do. He's going to be able to block him. Coming up now, he's taking the inside line into turn 1 and straight past him, no problem at all there. So Bass moving up again. We're not too sure what the issue was. Clearly he had an issue. He was in 10th position. He now dropped that down to 17th. So let's see what happens. We have Klomp with a Renault. Let's go to Swift now in the Ferrari. Coming up on the Force India there, Mike Ebb. These guys are nice and close here. 300 for the second between them. John's moved back up into 5th position. He was in 6th. This Ferrari really right up the posterior of this Force India here. Let's see what they can do to turn 1. He's got the DRS. Mike Ebb trying to shut the door on him there, but he just couldn't manage it. Just can't get the pace down. He just can't do it. Even with the DRS, he just couldn't make it. That Force India is really stopping ahead. Let's go with Mike Ebb now in car. He's approaching, obviously, Anchor Nicky, his teammate. Sorry, not his teammate, Anchor Nicky and the... oh, McLaren is off. He's taking the position. He's coming up to Stoner now. And the other Honda McLaren. Can he push up into it? Can he get them on these turns 7 to 11? Let's see what they can do here. John obviously ahead there in position 5. He just can't make it. Just went off the track slightly there. Maintains his position though. Let's go to Stoner now as he's coming up on John F1. He wants to get this position back. We've got these 3 drivers, 6, 5 and 4. Portman, John and Stoner. All within half a second of each other. So this is really tight racing here. Let's see what this McLaren can do with the DRS as it comes up into the straight left turn 1. He's opened her up. Can he get speed? Shut the door in there. Is he going to be able to do it? Late braking there, straight into the corner. Oh, and he gets him. John just slips in there into the corner in the first hand. This McLaren is really keeping on top of this Williams here as they come into turn 7 now. Sorry, turn 5. Turns 4, 5, he's right behind him now, turn 6. Can he get him on these turns? Can he get him through on turn 7 to 11? Let's go there. Let's just drop back now. Just can't manage it. This McLaren is just not feeling comfortable on these back S's. We go with John now, he's overtaking the Portman. There's a real fight between you two as they come in. Oh, and they touch wheels. Oh dear. We've got to look at any sort of incident here at all. Let's see, Portman's just going to take that line. John's just scrambling around that Williams there, turn 16. He is going to have DRS, but I don't think there's going to be too much of a difference here between him and that Mercedes, but let's see what happens. Coming down that straight, he's got the DRS open, let's go now, and we've got the McLaren coming alongside the Williams there. This is 3 aside now as they come into turn 1. 3 into 1, do not go. The McLaren followed by the Williams, followed by the Honda McLaren there. So Mercedes, Williams, McLaren. Somebody had to give in there. These guys are really close. This could be anyone's. One mistake from anyone and the other two will take full advantage. The field is still really close. We're not seeing huge gaps here. I mean, if we look through all the races now between positions 5 to 12, they're all within half a second to a second of each other, so this is really close racing here. Coming into this back straight now, into the final chicane. Let's see what we can do. Just a second outside line there. He's struggling to keep it on there. Oh, and that McLaren's pushing there. And he's taken him. McLaren has taken Williams on turn 16 and 17. Fantastic move there. He took full advantage of the Williams just going off track, offline there. Williams is fighting back in the DRS zone. He's coming up to turn 1 now. And he's got... Oh, they're really fighting between each other. This McLaren, this Williams. And now it's taking advantage of Force India's moved up. And the Force India's gone between. And Mike M's taken full advantage of that. He's broken down, he's taken it to turn 7, and he's going into turn 4. Coming into turn 5 now, Williams takes it back. McLaren's on, the slipping there, the pressure is on. They're coming into turn 6. Stone still manages to keep him to the side there. Stoner's in there in the front, coming into turn 7. Williams behind him. And that Force India right there, these 3 guys are really battling out. So we've already got cars pitting now. We've got 3 cars out as it stands at the moment. Oh, and that Ferrari has trashed. Swoof just pushing it that bit too much. And he's trashed it on the back 7 to 11. He's out. He's going to be pissed. He is not going to be happy with that. So we're watching Savage now into 1, Beau into 4-second gap now between 1 and 2. So really Savage is maintaining this. There we have Slacky in the Haas in 4th. Portmer in the Mercedes, sorry, Slacky in 3rd, Portmer in 4th. Closely followed by the Stoner in the Honda McLaren there. Mike Ebb in the 2nd Force India. Gamble in the Renault. Then we have Buddha in the Haas there in position 8. Simi in the Sauber there in 9. Klomp in the Renault 10. Bass is fighting back now. Remember, he was in 14th, got up to 10th, he dropped down to 17th. He's now back up to 11th. So he's really having a fighting game. Clearly John's come off badly here somewhere. He's come off the track because he's dropped right down to 12th now. Unfortunate incident, we didn't catch that on the cameras. Apologies to our viewers there. So we have the Ferrari as Woof out, the Toro Rosso of Martin, Elfrin's out. Peter F1 is out, and I can't make out the other ones because I've got the chat in the way. So we've got a 4-second gap now between Savage and Beau. We are looking at lap 12, so we've got time yet before these guys start to pit. Let's go Slacky. We've got a 10-second gap between 3rd and 2nd. So Slacky pretty much in a race of his own there. Stoner close behind. And then Portman. So let's have a look at the... these intervals have really opened up now. We've had some racing incidents here. Okay, so let's get in the car with the Renault here of Campbell. So he's pushing for 6th position there against the Force India and Mike Ebb. Force India makes an error there on turn 16. Coming into turn 17 now. He's going to have the DRS, so let's see what the Renault can do with this. His DRS is open, and he's taking the position. Oh! And Mike Ebb is protecting position, but he's taken him on there. Oh, they're on the corner here. They're finding it out between the Force India and the Renault there. But the Renault takes it. Force India falls back into 7th place. Renault moves up into 6th. So Gamble now gunning for the Mercedes Portmer. 2-second gap between them. Let's see what he can do. The S-Benz of 7 to 11. Just trying to open her up. So we run for track now. He hasn't got enough space there for DRS. So we've already got Slacky pitting there. So Slacky's pitted. So now we've got some close racing here between Buddha and the Haas. Mike Ebb in the Force India there. Coming into turn 5. He's right behind the Haas. He's just breathing down his neck there. As he can do turn 6. Mike Ebb, the Force India opens up at 6 into 7. Going 7 to 11 now. closer. He's drawing closer. He's drawing closer. Can he get it? Just can't get enough pace into there. Coming down into the final chicanes there. Oh, and he's gone a little bit wide there. Forcing to take it nice and tight into turn 13, 14, 15, 16. Is he going to have DRS on there? At the moment he has got the DRS. Let's see what he can do there. Has he got the DRS? He's moved up there. He's got DRS active, but it's just not doing it. He's just not giving him the pace he needs. So he's still got some, it's closed up again now, the gaps. The front runners, the front two drivers there have really pulled out quite a convincing lead. They're about 37, well, the lead's 30 seconds ahead of third place there. In second place, 25 seconds ahead. So they've pulled up a convincing lead there. So really the fight's going to be in this midfield. But also do bear in mind we've got pit changes coming in. Some nice close racing here between these three drivers here. Mike in fourth in the Haas, Buddha in the... Sorry, Mike in the Force India, Buddha in the Haas in fifth. And Klomp in the Renault there. Let's go back to Buddha there. And his pod's gone in, so he's got into the... Mike Ebb's pitted. These two now as they come into turn one. Renault's starting to push now on this Haas. Coming up to the DRS zone now. He's got DRS active. Can he do anything with it? They're coming to this turn now. 4, 5. Just can't pull it up. 6. Pulling away there now. But that Haas just seems to have the power laid down beautifully at this moment in time. The Renault just can't seem to quite catch up to it. So it comes down to the chicane there and the Haas. Nicely taken there. Down to second turn 14. Burst into 15 seconds. Third, turns fourth, second into 16, sweeps around to turn 17 and into the straight. So let's have a look now. So fastest lap at this moment in time is Savage with a 121, closely followed by 121.0, followed by Bo with 121.3. Most of the drivers are pitted apart from the first 5 drivers. So let's see what happens now. That's obviously going to make all the difference. Those that have pitted, some have gone on to the soft tyres, some have gone to the super soft, so they've dropped the ultra soft. So some of these races now are going to be looking to try and go towards the end. Certainly with John, I think what he's done there, he's gone the soft option because he's looking to try and take it through to the end. He's maintained the position pretty well, so let's see what happens. So we're still waiting for the top 5 drivers, first 5 drivers to come in and pit. Everyone else is pitted. So they're obviously looking to try and build up a gap. I'd say Savage is fairly safe at this moment in time. But it comes in for his tyre change now. Nice quick tyre change there for the Haas, fantastic, and he's out. So So let's go for these drivers now. Let's get back to our front runners. So there we have Savage in the Force India. He's coming up on the back marker now. Savage is now pitted. Let's see where that brings him out. Bo has taken obviously first place in that jump there. So this is Savage is coming out now, so let's see how he's doing. So Savage safely out in second position there. He's got 15 seconds. Clearly when Bo pits, he's going to have the time there to regain his position. Yeah, convincingly the 30 odd seconds there, so he's quite happy. Let's see what they've gone on to tyre choice there. So Savage running again with the Ultra Soft, so he's maintaining that. So we're going to see Bo coming in on this lap. So he's got the difference down now. Savage is catching up on him, so he really needs to come in. I think he needs to be looking to come in on this one, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, he comes in on this one now, so Bo's into the pits. Savage comes up to the chicane there. We have Klomp in the Renault. He's done a beautiful job getting up to third position tonight, so doing really well there. Slacky in the Haas, moving up, so he's maintaining fourth. Remember, he did finish further down. John again, obviously he had an issue there earlier where he fell right back behind the crowd. Hingham has been really pitted, so he's back in fifth. Portmer in the Mercedes in sixth. So let's go now with Bo as he comes out. Let's see what that gap is. So we're looking at a 13-second gap. Force India comfortably out there now. Slacky in the Haas there in third position. John F1 in fourth. Portman in the Mercedes in fifth. Second Force India, Mike Evan in the sixth position there. Gamble and Dorano's closely behind, so let's stay with these guys, sixth and seventh. We've had this Renault and this Force India come up against each other earlier in some earlier laps there. Let's see what they can do here. He's got the DRS active. Let's see if he can take advantage of that. Let's pull up that difference. He's trying to look for a way through here. He just can't make it. Just can't pick the window there. Is he going to do it on the turn 5? Right. Let's see what we do on turn 6 here. Obviously with the speed they're going through, 7 to 11, almost impossible to overtake, so you just need to keep that position behind your opponent or in front of them. So they are nice and tight there. Ooh, he had to slam on the brakes there, otherwise he would have gone straight into the back of that one there, of course, yeah. So they're coming through the chicane now. This is where he needs to keep nice and tight to this Force India, because they're going to be coming in the start-finish straight, and they've got the DRS zone there. He needs to be within at least 300 of a second if he stands any chance at all. So they're coming up to the DRS zone now. Let's see what this Renault can do. Oh, Mike Gibbs just blocking him there. They're coming up to this corner now. Let's see what they can do now as they approach this first corner. And oh, did they touch? Did they touch? We're not sure, but the Renault's certainly gone into position there. So Renault's pulled up in front of the Force India there. So we've got a Renault sandwich here between Gamble and Klomp, with Mike Ebb stuck in the middle. Let's see if that Force India, and he's been nudged. He's been nudged. Keb there in the Force India. They're coming up this back. He's really behind him there. Look at this. This is close racing. So difficult to keep those distances between your drivers. As soon as you pull up, don't know what the other driver's going to do. You've got to put on the brakes, lose your position. So let's see if this Renault now can take advantage like his teammate, like Gamble did earlier on. Is the Force India going to learn from this? He's opening it up. Is there enough difference? Can that Renault make up this space? I don't think it can. I think there's just too big a gap as it stands at this moment in time. He just hasn't got the pace. He needs to be about 300ths a second in. He's just not going to do it. Mike Ebb maintains the position there, but he's fighting hard. He's fighting hard, and you can see that he's fighting hard because you can see that the Renault there, Gamble, is pulling away from him. So he's really defending hard on this. Oh, and he's taken him. He's taken him into. Oh, and they're off. They are off. This is going to have to be some sort of steward's inquiry on that, I would say. They are off. They've run into each other. Force India looks like he's going to be retiring. He's got major issues with his front inside there. He's going to have to pit at the very least. We're obviously going to have to wait to see what the decision is on that, but definitely an issue there. Definitely ran into each other. This is a racing incident. You know, these things happen. These things do happen in racing, so as I was saying earlier, these guys are racing so closely. As soon as they got that, you know, gap down, he's giving position, No, he's dropping back. So Mike Ebb staying out, he's in 10th position. Let's get to Bass now. We haven't seen much of Bass this evening. He did started in 14th, moved up to 10th, dropped to 17th, he's now going back up again, so he's in 9th position. He'll be happy with at least getting into the top 10, although I feel that he probably wanted to get into the top 5 there. And then we have Buddha now in the Haas, and he's coming up on Stoner in the first McLaren there. Stoner closely behind Gamble there in the Renault, by Portmer. John F1 sitting comfortably in 4th position there. He's got a 9-second gap there to 3rd in Slacky, but Portman's 7th position. Quite a comfortable position there for him as it stands at this moment in time. Slacky in the Haas has obviously moved up to 3rd position. He's quite comfortable there. Nice gap between him and John. Bo pretty much in a race of his own there in 2nd position. Savage definitely in a race of his own there in 1st position. So we've got an issue come up here. Oh, and we have the Haas. The Haas of Buddha has gone out in turn 16. So, sorry to hear that. We just pushed it that bit too much and bang, straight into the barrier. So that's a DNF there for the Haas. So out of 19 runners, we have 11 remaining. So Mike Ebb has pitted. He's gone onto the ultra softs there. Bass clearly looking to not pit again. He's just gone for the soft option. It's the only way he's going to move up the field, so understandable choice on tyre there. Stoner on the ultra soft there in 7th position. Closing in on Gamble in the Renault. He's closing in on the Mercedes of Portman. So these 3 guys here, Portman, Gamble, Stoner, pretty close obviously difference here between Gamble and Portman. So again, we're going to see this Renault coming up to the DRS zone on the start finish zone. He really needs to be about 200, 300 a second behind this Mercedes if he's got any chance of catching up with him at all. I don't think this gap's going to be big enough even with DRS, but let's see what happens. He's got his DRS open, but it's just not going to be enough. It's just not going to be enough. Portman's safely into turn 1 there. He's going to have to look at the next lap really, try and pull that back. Oh, and he's done it on turn 5. Turn 4, sorry. Fantastic. John's had a problem there as well. So Portman not happy about losing that position there to Gamble. He just slipped. And Gamble's starting to pull away now on turn 7 through to 11. You can see Portman's frustration as he's coming through these turns now. And he's going to be taken. Is he going to be taken by the McLaren? Is Stoner going to be able to take? Oh, look at this, through into the chicane here. Gamble's opening up. Portman's too far behind now. Gamble's really must be losing lead. John's dropped down into fourth position. No, stayed in fourth position then. Slacky in third position. Bow in second. And obviously Savage in first there. Let's have a look at our back runners. So Toro Rosso and Miguel still in there. Then we have the second Force India, Maikev, down in 10th position. Simi in the Sauber in 9th. Bass moved up position, so he's now moved up to 8th position. In the Red Bull there. Portman in the Mercedes, 7th position. Very closely there behind Stoner and the Honda. He's closely behind Gamble in the Renault. So these three drivers, this is the one to watch now. So I'm going to go with Portman now because Portman's obviously lost out unfortunately to both Renaults. So he's looking to try and catch up here. He was not happy when he lost the place to that Honda. He's starting to pull it back now. He's going to have enough of the space that we're looking at here. He's got too big a gap, so he's not going to have the DRS on this. So no DRS gaps there. So the commentator's just going to have to take 5 for a break. So I'll be back in about 2-3 minutes. Hopefully we won't have too much happening in the meantime. So I'll catch up with you soon. Okay, so we're back now. I'm just going to be looking to bring one of the drivers that's actually crashed out into the chat here, get some feedback from them, and also hopefully get some second commentary going as well. So bear with me, them in. we're going to be bringing Buller in, who's the Haas driver that crashed out in turn 16 there. And Budder's in. Good evening, Budder. How are you? And how are you this evening? Not happy, I take it. So what happened? Well, take us through it. I can see that you went out. I didn't see the incident itself. I saw that you went out in turn 16. So what was the issue? What happened? Yeah, we pretty much saw that unfortunate incident there. What do you think of the overall driving today? I mean, some really tough competition there, a lot of changes, and certainly looked fairly reasonably clean in the first lap. So, how did you feel out there? How was the track? Okay, sorry for that little break in the broadcast there. So let's get back into this now. Let's see what's happening. So our leader Savage, as it stands, has maintained that position, followed by Bo, 18 seconds behind him. Slacking, 35 seconds behind our leader. John F1, 51 seconds. So we're not, unless something really drastic happens, I don't think we're going to see too much of a challenge there to Savage. Position changes. Who's done the biggest position change? Well, it's Gamble. Gamble started in 8th position and has moved up 14 positions to position 4. So fantastic race there from Gamble. All the other drivers obviously moved up 9 positions there. Miguel and Toro Rosso moved up 6, but obviously a lot of DNFs. Unfortunately, almost half the field has dropped out there. Especially through turn 7 to 11, because that seems to me, from watching you guys this evening, you know, that has really, some guys open up there, others are quite hesitant. It's not really an overtaking position, and when guys are catching up, so you're right up the rear of the car in front of you, you slam on the X because you're just terrified you're going to drive into the back of it. It's not easy through these turns that we're watching Savage go through now. Absolutely, and we've seen that certainly during the racing. We've seen a number of positions go there, and we've had a couple of incidents certainly on those turns there. So let's go through the stops at the moment. So Savage just with the 1 stop, Bo with 1 stop, Slack with 1, Gamble with 1. We've had some obviously changes around with Stoner, Mike. Obviously they've had racing issues on there. Tyre choice, as I said to you earlier, obviously Bo was on the softs, he's now gone on to, was on the super softs, and on the ultra soft. So all the front 4 drivers there on the ultra softs. John still maintaining his position there in 5th, he's dropped down to from 4th to 5th. and soft tyre, so everyone pretty much sticking to their tyres there. John, as I said, obviously he's the one that's dropped down a few positions. He did actually start in second, so he's dropped down to 5th now. And we've got the let's go back onto the racing now. So we've got Savage there, Bo coming up behind. Let's see if we can get someone that's got a bit of a smaller gap. So let's watch Bass and John. So John, 5th position. He's only 1 second behind Gamble here. So Gamble in Renault's had a really good race as well. He's been doing really well this evening. He's going to be happy with the way he's delivered. John's just closing in on him there. There's been some fantastic racing. I mean, clearly Savage has dominated from the start, and it was all critical on that first turn. We had Savage, John and Bo going in 3 abreast into that turn 1. Somehow they managed to come out, but there was that incident, obviously, I believe. I'm not too sure who that actually was with, but it's quite a minor incident. I was certainly expecting more on there. No, we didn't have dropouts, but there was certainly some clashing, but not severe. There wasn't any severe clashing. So Gamble's gone into the pits now, which opens up John to take up that 4th position once more. I think he'd be happy if he can maintain 4th position. Don't think there's too much of an opportunity for him to catch up with Slacky because there's just too big a gap, unless of course there's a major issue or error, and again that can happen, as in with real life F1. This doesn't differ. Anything can happen, and it can be anyone's race right until the end. Fantastic, so he's looking to maintain that speed advantage. So let's get on to that action. So let's get on to the action in board now here with Savage. The Red Bulls are very good, certainly through these stints, but the Force India, look at the way he's closed down that gap between those 7 to 11 turns. Look at this. That is absolutely fantastic. He's really got that line through those double S's there. Now obviously we're coming up to the start-finish line, so he's going to have DRS. Is he going to take the advantage? He's close enough. He's about 200ths of a second behind him. He's only done the 1 stop. That is correct. So Bo's still got to come in. If he's going to come in. Look at the way this guy is driving. It's fantastic. Nice close driving there. So he's going to take him on 4. He's going to take him on 4. Oh! He's going to have to give that place back. He's taken up the 5th now. They're coming up to the double leg on 6. Now this is where he's going to have to be careful. He's got the power. He's got the line. He can certainly beat both through these turns. But how close is he going to want to get? How close is he going to want to get? That's close. That is close. Let me show you on the other camera, that's how close it is. Is he going to try and take him in this chicane? No. He's going to look to get position again on the DRS, I think. Bo just not too sure, shutting the door on him there. We're taking the line down the right-hand side there. Let's try and get some more speed. Is it a cleaner piece of track? That's where everyone comes obviously out of the pits. Or is he looking to get the line into turn 1? And he's taking it. Is he taking on line 1? Is he taking him? He has. He's taken him. Lovely manoeuvre there. Obviously now bear in mind that obviously he's going to have DRS coming up on the next lap. So there is going to be a real fight between these two. So, buddy, do you think we're going to see Bo pitting again? I think we will. We're only on lap 37. Clearly the Force India has far more speed through those back turns of 7 through to 11, there's no doubt about that. It's true to say that Savage has really dominated this race so far, so we're about halfway through. Well, we are over halfway through. Still anyone's race, still anything can happen. So let's go through our runners. So we've got Bo there in second place, Slacky and the Haas coming in to pit. John in fourth, soon to take third in the Williams. Gamble in the Renault, very likely to take fourth. Stoner in the Honda McLaren, Portmo in the Mercedes. Oh, and Bass has crashed out. What happened there? He lost it. Oh, he's lost it through turn 7 to 11 as he came out of turn 10. He's obviously spun out, gone into the wall and taken it out. So once he's actually settled back, got into the pits, I think we might see to actually bring him in and get some feedback on that. So there isn't really any close racing at this moment in time. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we've got Portmo and Stoner. Let's get back onto that. So there we have them. These guys have been fighting all evening. Stoner and Gamble. This has been a real battle royale. Honda McLaren is just keeping up, staying behind it. He wants to look to try and bring that gap down before they get into the start-finish straight so he can take full advantage of that DRS. He's certainly going to need it against this Mercedes. He hasn't got it. He's not going to have enough gap there. Probably will have DRS, but it's just not going to be enough to take him into ahead into turn 1. Stay with him now. Come into turn 1. No, he just hasn't got it. He needs to try and maintain this sort of distance. He wants about 200, gap of about 200 or 300 a second. Coming to turn 4, round into turn 5, up into the dog leg of turn 6.
DRS, he's got the gap, and he made the difference. Gamble's going on the, taking the outside line, Gamble's going on the inside line. He needs to take on the inside on line. 2, 3. Oh, he just doesn't have it. He's got the second DRS zone. I don't think it's going to make enough of a difference. Jumping back now into race here between 4th and 3rd with John and Slacky. Yes, indeed. I don't think John unfortunately has got the right, he's got the pace in the Williams to catch up with Slacky. Right there, certainly with a new set of tyres, he's going to have better grip. There's no two ways about it. Let's jump back down to Stoner now, because these guys, Stoner and Gamble here, really close racing again. Let's watch these guys now, turn 5. Coming into turn 6. Now this is where the Honda has the advantage on turn 7 to 11. So it's going to be really close in behind there. Give you an idea, let's go in here. Now, I can tell you, you don't want to be that close on those turns. So you've got to be in full control there. Look at this. Is he going to be able to take him on this chicane here? Coming to turn 15, turn 16. He's got a good gap. He's still there. He's going to have DRS, but I don't think he's going to have it sufficient to close in on that turn 1. There's clearly some hard driving there without any shadow of a doubt. That gap now between John in the Williams and Slacky's opened up to 2 seconds, so we'll stay here with this close racing between Stoner and Gamble. The rest of the field pretty much opened up. Savage and convincing lead over both, 30 odd seconds between them there. Oh, this is close. Look at these two. Stoner is just not giving up. He's just on his tail. Gamble is really going for it as well. These guys really racing hard. They are really pushing each other. As we watch this, and look at this. What's going to happen for 2018 when we got that Renault engine in this McLaren? Did it make a difference? What's happened there? We've got Miguel dropped out. Miguel spun out there. Closing in, and John, so these gaps are starting to come down now. And you can see this because these two guys have been pushing each other. That's pushed Gamble to put his foot down and catch up to John now. So let's go in car with Gamble. Is John having issues? Oh, he's losing speed. Is he having issues?
Now this has really helped Gamble now. This has really helped him, because he's now got John between him and Stoner. So this has been a great help to him. Let's go back to Stoner's gone as well. John's coming. John's pitted, so Stoner's now open. But look at the gap now. He's dropped right back. But now Gamble's starting to move up. He's within view of Slacky. No, who's he within view of? It's 3 second time penalty there for Gamble. Okay, so is that Miguel that he's catching up to there? I think it is. Back runner there, Miguel. Certainly can't be slacking because he's 21 seconds ahead of him. Watch this runner through here. He's got it down. He's got the power. It's almost like breathing when you're going through those turns 7 to 11. You're like breathing in and out, in and out. He is closing to him, but that isn't who's in front of him, because that is not a 21 second gap. That has to be Miguel there. Yeah, no, it's not. Oh, sorry, I do apologise. 2 seconds. Yeah, that's okay. So my dyslexia kicking in there. Thank you for putting me straight on that one. Dyslexia, it's an itch. So Gamble is closing up on Slacky here. Stoner is right behind him. Look at this. He is pushing. Watching through these turns though, so smooth, so smooth. He really has got that line down to a T. Is he going to be able to do something here? Is he going to be bold? Is he going to try something for 14 and 15? Okay, he's got about 200 of second gap between him now, so the DRS is going to come into play on this one. Savage has crashed out. Oh no, he's crashed out on the final 7 to 11 turns. Looks like it's turn 10. It was turn, yeah. So he's crashed out in turn 10 into 11. Oh, he is going to be gutted. Absolutely gutted. If we can get Savage. Yeah, if we can get Savage and Bass, that would be great if we get those guys in. Unfortunately, we have a Dutch speaker, so I can always translate. But then again, we've only got one viewer at this moment in time, but still not to worry. So Bo has taken the lead. Savage unfortunately crashed out on turn 10, so he's out of the race. So Bo has taken the lead. He's got a 22 second gap between him and Slacky in the Haas. Slacky's done a fantastic job in this race, he really has. If we look at the position changes there, certainly Gamble has come out the winner on this without any shadow of a doubt. He's performed superbly well in that Renault there. He's still got Stoner behind him. 2 stops. First 3 drivers are on the super soft, Stoner on the ultra soft, which explains obviously, and obviously grip on there. But that could mean that he might have to pit a little bit earlier. Gamble now on Slacky, 1 second gap. Coming to turn 1. Stoner still in there. Really pushing now, he wants that 2nd place. We're on the Haas driver there, Slacky. Coming up to turn 16 now, 17. Hasn't quite got the gap he wants. Should have the DRS. No, he hasn't. Stoner's pitted there, so as we said, obviously he's running the ultra softs. Is he going to stick with the ultra softs? Let's see. Poe opening up the gap there to Slacky by about another 2nd or so. Is it because Slacky's defending against Gamble here? Or Gamble's like losing it there. He's definitely got a rhythm through 8 to 11. Yeah, so he's got a good opportunity to close up this gap now for when they come onto the start-finish DRS zone. He can stay behind him, wants to keep it to about 200ths of a second ideally, or less. He's there, he's got to open it up. This Haas is really performing well, he's got it. Okay, so we're going to see a competition certainly here between Gamble and Slacky into turn 1. Let's watch these guys, they come in now. Gamble taking the inside, Slacky taking the outside. Oh, he's just edged him in there. It's close. It's close. He's got the 2nd DRS zone here. Is he going to take him on this one? Let's watch this now. Yes, he's got him. He's got him. Oh, hang on, he's coming back into turn 4, and he's no. Yes, 5. Oh, and he's done it. Is he going to be able to maintain it? Let's watch these guys. He's on the inside, turn 6. This is close, and he's taken him. He's taken him. Fantastic move there by Gamble, and he's got the pace. He's got the pace through here. He's got the pace. He's taken it wide, but he's got the pace. Slacky isn't giving up though. Slacky's looking to try and get in. He's trying to close him down. He has got the gap, so he will have the DRS. Yeah, Gamble's going into the pits now. Slacky to take 2nd position back. So Gamble's pitted. So Slacky has gone on to the super softs. Gamble's pitted. Remember, he was on the ultra soft. So is he gonna? He's going super soft. No, sorry. Stoner's moved up into position 3. John now in position 4. Gamble now comes out. He's keeping to the ultra soft, so he's going to try and keep that speed going. So there's only 3 seconds between him and John at this moment in time. So let's. He's got the back marker there. The Sauber, which is Simi. He needs to move out of the way. And he moves aside there to let Gamble through. Gap's opened up slightly. But watching through these turns, look at those. Wreck from those new tyres he's got there. He's now within view of John. It's not going to happen on the DRS zone, obviously, on this lap, but there's every chance he will have on lap 53. Good question, because we still have 18 laps to go. I've taken the back marker there, Mike Evans, 7th position. So he's closing down this gap. He's brought it down to 1.6. Will he have DRS on this lap? No, he won't. But he's definitely bringing that gap down. So I think we're going to be looking at a manoeuvre probably lap 55, 56. Turn 1 there, turn 2. He's really getting the lines on this now. Ooh, slight error there from John. He's closing up this gap now. John on the super softs on the red tyre. Is he going to have enough of the gap now? Yes, he is. Got about 500 of a second, so it's going to be close when he gets that DRS on. Hasn't got the legs. We've got the second DRS now, Calzone coming up. Can he try and get him into turn 4? Now. Oh, it's close. He is right behind him. Now let's see how he handles this now between 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he's so close. Let's watch these guys. John defending. John defending hard there. He's trying to close the door on him. We're coming to lap 55. Oh, and they've hit. Gamble just nudged them there, taking out his front wing. Severe front wing damage there. Is he going to be able to take advantage of this? Is he going to be able to do it? Yes, and he has. Fantastic move there by Gamble. But is he going to be able to stay out? He's taken severe damage down that front wing. If you look at that front wing, he's knocked some of the he's knocked the left hand side. You can see there it's all smashed in on the outside there. Let's see what difference it makes. It's obviously going to affect his downforce. Johnny's giving up the fight. He's still there. Gamble's now pitting. So he took the place back, but he had to pit. So let's run through our runners then. Let's run through stops. So it's Gamble coming out now. Is he running the softs? No, he's on the super softs. Okay, so Gamble's come out on the super soft there. Here we have John, 4th position on super softs, 2 stops. Stoner on the super softs. He's had 3 pits, bearing in mind he was using the ultra softs. Slacky there, doing fantastically well in the Haas in 2nd position there. And Bo in 1st position there on the super softs. As you can see, Bo jumped up 2 positions there. He did start in 3rd. Slacky started in 5th, moved up. Stoner started in 6th, so he's moved up 3 positions. John did start in 2nd place, so he's dropped 2 positions there. He's coming into the pit now. There we have Gamble. Gamble's done fantastically well, moved up 13 positions there, so he did start in 18th position. Okay, we've had more than half the runners come out, but even so, that's fantastic. Really good moving there. Portman, not been his race, unfortunately. Started in 4th, dropped down to 6th. Mike Ebb in the 2nd Force India there. Obviously his teammate was leading the way, but unfortunately crashed out at turn 10. So he's in 7th position there. He's gained 2 positions from 9. Simi started in 12th. He's jumped up to 4th position there. So the Sauber staying in. Great news for Sauber, obviously. And the only remaining Toro Rosso there in 9th position. Being a solid show, at least he hasn't crashed out as yet. So if you go back, so this is now John looking to unlap himself from Bo. Bo's in front of him though, so if Bo's in front of him and he's in 1st position, he must have lapped him. Is he the only one that's been lapped, Miguel? John's certainly giving it some. So Bo's pitting, he's got a comfortable lead there with Slacky. Let's go in with Slacky and see how much of a difference it's going to actually be. Bo's now coming out of the pits. Slacky coming into the chicane. Let's see how much the gap has dropped down. As if Slacky doesn't pit on this one. We're looking at 20-odd second gap. Yeah, 12 seconds. Oh, that's good. 9 seconds. So this is going to be interesting. Stone's only 3 seconds behind there now. So that's State. Yeah, but bear in mind, I'm pretty sure Stoner was running Ultra Softs. So I think he's used 2 sets of Ultra Softs to try and get to the position. Yeah, he was on Ultra Softs. I'm pretty sure he was. No, I mean, he's on Super Softs now, but previous to that, the 2 were Ultra Softs. That's what I meant. There's still a considerable gap, 7 seconds between Stoner and Slacky there. Slacky is he's reducing the gap 10 seconds. It was 12 seconds. We've got 11 laps remaining. It is possible. It is possible. If Bo makes a mistake, we could see Slacky very close up behind him. Let's go in car with Bo now as it comes up to turn 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This gap now. Let's see if Slacky's brought this gap down. No. Clearly Bo has responded to Slacky starting to close the gap there and opened it up again. Stoner's reducing the gap. He's dropped it down by a good 3 to 4 seconds there. We've only got 10 laps to go, but these guys are getting tired. I can assure you. Their palms are sweaty. Their hands are starting to ache. They're on the pedals. Their bum's starting to ache. Their feet are getting twitchy. So this is when it really starts to tell. Stoner's reducing that gap down. Bo's obviously responded. He's opening up the gap now between himself and Slacky, so he's added another 2 seconds to that. Let's stay in car with Stoner to see if he's actually got Slacky in sight now when he comes out at turn 17. You can just about see him in the distance there. I think Stoner's got a chance of catching up to Slacky. Tyre wear starting to become an issue. Fuel starting to become an issue. It's all an issue. Stoner got eyes. He's just about got eyes on Snacky there. Closing down this gap now. It's probably down to about 3 seconds, I would have thought. Yeah. Stone's moved up in second position, but he's got a penalty. Let's see. So Snacky's coming out now. Three stops equally now on the top 3 drivers, so unlikely we're going to see any more stops, certainly now that we've got 8 laps to go. So Slacky, unfortunately, he's just not going to be able, he's going to keep 3rd position. Of course, that's not to say that we may not have issues with Stoner or with Bo. Just going car with Bo for a second. Watch off your turn 2, 3, 4. He comes into turn 4 now. Catching up to there. Is that Mike? Yeah, Michael. Exactly, this is the thing, you know, we've got to bear in mind we started with 19 drivers, we're now down to 9. So there's a comfortable gap now between 1, 2 and 3. Barring any incidents, I think we can pretty much see positions maintained. Gamble's done a fantastic race, really has. We watch there, look at that, 14 positions. I mean, for me, I'd say he's going to be the driver of this Grand Prix. He's maintained it well, he's given us some really close, fast racing. Starting to lose grip on those ultra softs. With the best will in the world, I don't think he's going to manage it. He's definitely losing grip on those. Oh no, no. Maintaining it nicely through there. We're on lap 66 now. Too far, 20 seconds. As I said, barring any incidents, I don't think we're going to see too much position change. But again, anything can happen. To be fair, we were watching Savage in first position for the majority of the race there. We weren't expecting him to lose it. Has he got issues? He's got engine issues. Ooh. Gamble's got engine issues there. I think we're going to see a DNF. He's losing power. He's definitely losing power there. Is he going to try and see it through? He's only got 4 laps to go. Can he see it through to the end of the race? What's the issue there, do you think, Willa? John's going to be closing up that gap. John's going to be closing up that gap, so we could see John take 4th from Gamble. He's definitely having issues there. He's really having to work those gears. Is his clutch slipping? Is that what we're seeing? Yeah, definitely. He's definitely losing power there. I'm pretty sure it's his clutch that's slipping on there. Obviously John isn't aware of this, so he's just keeping his race, but you can see that he's getting closer and closer to Gamble. He's only got to keep it for another 3 laps. Can he do it? Slacky's going well. Stoner's going well. Bo's going well. So let's get back to Gamble now. That clutch is definitely slipping. John's still keeping the same distance. And Johnny Gamble's got the issue. I mean, Gamble's still powering through these corners, amazingly enough. I mean, I've got to say, this guy has really raced fantastically well. It'd be sad to see him DNF. So I can understand why he's looking to try and keep in there. I'm sure his team are going to be telling him to pit. Did he get a penalty on there? 3 seconds. Oh my God, 3 seconds. That means John's going to take 4th away from him. Where's John? Gamble's got to keep that gap above 4 seconds. And he's going to have issues doing that. John's starting to close in. I think he can smell blood. So Gamble's got a 3-second penalty. He's got a 4-second lead on John at the moment. So not only he's got to keep that gap to the same distance at the very least, he's got John coming bearing down on it. I'm sure John can smell the blood now because I can feel him going more for it. All he needs to do is get that gap below 3 seconds. Obviously he's not aware of that. If he gets that gap below 3 seconds, he will take 4th position. This is nail biting. Oh no, is it going to be held up by the marker? Is he going to hold him up? He has held him up, there's no 2 ways about it. He goes trying to take out the racing line, he's done well there, he's moved out of the way. What's this gap going to be now? Still looking at a 4-second gap, 4.7 second gap. Is he going to be able to keep it? On lap, Soissons-Neuf going to 70 now, so 2 laps to go. John's not closing the gap. Gamble's managing to keep the gap. finishes this race, he would have done the last 5-6 laps with his clutch issue and maintained his position. This is amazing. Oh, John's past Miguel. He's going down. Let's have a look now. What's the gap? What is that gap? Still 4.5 seconds. Still 4.5 seconds. And Bo is finished. Oh no, Bo's on lap 71, so he's on the last lap now. Campbell still struggling. John not being able to close that gap down. So let's go with Bo now. He's over. 5 seconds. Gamble's actually opened up the gap, would you believe? He's opened up that gap. And he's won. Bo wins. Stoner coming in now into the last chicane. Campbell unbelievably has opened up that gap. That is unbelievable. So Stoner in the McLaren Honda there, taking second position. Slacky in a Haas, fantastic race. So he takes third. And let's go with Gamble now, undoubtedly the driver of the race. Not only does he jump 14 positions, but he's been driving for 6 laps or thereabouts. Severe clutch issues, so he's happy. He's going to be happy to take that 4th position. John coming in to take 5th position. Paul was 6th. Fantastic racing. Bo, welcome. Welcome and congratulations. How was that? Hard racing. Congratulations, well done on 1st position there. There was hard fighting all the way through. Well deserved. Yeah, I mean, certainly we were watching you. You were nice and smooth through those turns 7 through to 11. You seem to get the right flow through there. It's almost like breathing, isn't it? As we saw, unfortunately, with turn 10, he had a demanding lead, lost it into turn 10. So sad to see. So congratulations on your win there. Well done. We've got Stoner, who came in 2nd in the McLaren Honda. Great drive from him as well. Slacky came in 3rd in the Haas. Fantastic drive. The driver of the race, though, I have to award, I'm afraid, well, not afraid at all, actually, to Gamble, because he did a fantastic race. He jumped up 14 positions in the last 6 laps. You weren't aware of this, obviously, Bo, but he was having severe clutch problems, so his engine was revving very badly. So fantastic race from him, and John F1 put in a great race as well there for 5th position. So overall, fantastic race, good fun, really enjoyed it. Brazil next week. So for those that have been watching, tell your friends, tell your neighbours, tell everybody. Let's start getting a few more spectators.